Washington Redskins. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run on first down. Swift, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Swift, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 2nd and 15. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set. 30 base. Check. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Kill. Under crunch. 36.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Wahoo!
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Go.
Throwing on first down. Herbert under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joe Schobert. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Recon, 132 fighter. Big grip.
A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Target. Look, squeeze. Smooth. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Herbert taking a shot for Samuel. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 87 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's blocked out after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
X3. 218, chopper.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Funches has it complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Devin Funches, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage, That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
2nd and 14. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
On 2nd down. Complete to number 24. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check curls. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Check four.
And this is going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
This is fielded at the 27. The 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
On the double.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Hey, echo.
Right there. 54.
On 1st down, Herbert. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
Just went through 5.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Here we go.
Hey, exit.
Hey, one set.
Check now.
Throwing again. Herbert taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half.
Set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Second and 11. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
Let's go, fellas.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Cardinals 7.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All day, dog.
He'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. He'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Let's get it. Second and 6 at the 17-yard line.
Check, check, walk 54, walk 54. Check, 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 check.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chris Carson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in, they did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, end result, touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there, gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready.
Go, go.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Hey, switch
Get
gears.
it.
On first and 10, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23.
Five.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
5.
Looking to throw. Herbert. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a second and 13.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Say.
Second and 13. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 54. Mike 50.
They started on the ground with Eckler. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Eckler An 80-yard touchdown. And the Redskins have once again taken the lead. Third time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Diggs. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you.
He'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 37.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Cardinals 20, Redskins 19. Bradley Pinion.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Redskins take over.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Their own 25-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
The tackle made by Dante Fowler. A 2-yard gain.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
You don't want no problem with me.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
Coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
52, right 52.
Ready?
On third down, Herbert. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
2nd and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. And he connects with Ertz. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
2nd and 3. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
They'll drop to throw. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll look to throw here. That's complete right around the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. 2nd and 4. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10th. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. 7 yards there and a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Cuts it out to the side. There he goes, right side. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Check safety. Check safety. Echo, echo.
He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's brought down at the 20. After a gain of 4.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Now.
2nd and 6. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Stephon Diggs. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys have now moved out in front. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Hauschka with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Here we go.
Get it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught by Funchess. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Herbert. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D. Big rip.
From the gun, Herbert. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Dante Fowler has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 42, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill, and defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered.
And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
At the 28-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
You got nothing to run. You got nothing. Go. Mike 54, Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. And come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 18 games. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Mike 54. Watch the out. Watch the out. Check 37. Check 37.
They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Fielded at about the 28. 12 yards on the return that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. On the ground, it's Eckler. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Check.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mark Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Redskins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hey, seam 6.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Set. 30 base.
Mike 54. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert under pressure again, and down he goes again. Eric Armstead, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Redskins send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Returnable here for Davis. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And Diggs has it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He'll drop to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's Bradley Pena now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return.
Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw. Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that alpha. Give me that ball, defense.
Right there.
5.
On 4th down, Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And some space here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 23-yard run. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Hauschka adds the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 2nd down and inches. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Going deep for Diggs. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You think you're going to get this? Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And it just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This is fielded at the 7. So possession goes over here on the punt.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
54. Smooth. Hey. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, I'm coming.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Looking for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
5 yards to go.
Ready? 50, plant.
Mike's 54. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Hey, watch that.
2nd and 5. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Then he'll give it here to his running back. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Danny.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. Here's Bradley Pinion now.